above it. Rise above it. Hi everybody, welcome to the Morning Mug. Today is Sunday, the 7th of January, 2024. You are right, faithful mugger Christy, who is new to the Mug family, but she sent me a message yesterday. She's like, hey, was there a mug? I couldn't find it. No, there was not. I was enjoying the snow. I had some online virtual meetings, and I realized if there's not going to be a mug, I should still post for the faithful muggers who are looking for it. So here we go. And this ensemble was actually in place prior to looking at, doing my research for the day. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to talk about? It's going to be so boring. And then, as always, something just came up. I love it. Okay, really important thing. January is National Soup Month. For those who know me well, soup is one of my favorite things on this planet. All types of soups, stews, chowders, and the like. And usually on Sundays, I'll make something in the crock pot that'll last me for the week. So I actually got some things at the store yesterday before our snow, and I'm going to try a crock pot French onion soup today. We'll see how it goes. Okay. It is Old Rock Day, like fossils. Okay. Birthdays, celebrity birthdays. Happy birthday, Lamar Jackson from the Baltimore Ravens, 27 today, and yesterday a faithful mugger, Angie's birthday as well. Happy birthday, kid. Let's play a game. Who is older? Who's older? 2 birthdays today. Katie Couric, news anchor Katie Couric, or Nicolas Cage, the actor. Who's older? Katie Couric is older, born this day, 1957, and Nicolas Cage was born in 1964. Presidential birthday today, Millard Fillmore, 13th President of the United States. And the only way I can remember that is Millard Fillmore is kind of an unusual sounding name, and the number 13 is also unusual. Happy birthday, Mr. President. This day in history, 1610, Galileo Galilei discovers, I have an issue with, it already exists. It's already been there, but someone documenting the existence of something else. Moons of Jupiter, and doesn't that fit for Old Rock Day? Been around for billions of years, so good. 1894, a motion picture recording, 1894, of Fred Ott's sneeze. Recording a sneeze on film for the first time. That was by William K.L. Dixon at Thomas Edison's studio. 1929, Tarzan the comic debuts. The comic strip, Tarzan. 1958, Gibson Guitar Company, Flying V model. Body design is patented, used by a lot of different guitarists, but Jimi Hendrix at one point for that one. This day, 1980, The Pretenders' debut album, The Pretenders, is released. I'm a Chrissy Hynde fan. I'll put some Pretenders on the Morning Mug playlist. It is on Spotify. All you have to do is look for it, Hetrick's Morning Mug, and go ahead and follow it for all sorts of miscellaneous tunes. One of my all-time favorite movies. I know I've talked about it on a previous mug. 2011, The King's Speech is released, starring Colin Firth, Helena Bonham Carter, Jeffrey Rush. Absolutely wonderful. I checked, currently streaming on HBO Max. It is absolutely fantabulous. Just double checking one thing. I'm not finding what I needed. But the story of the King's Speech is about King George VI before he becomes King of England, of Britain, and after, and his challenges with a speech impediment. Very powerful. And also, happy birthday to rapper, actor, on the Cosby Show, I believe at one point, but we know him, us 90s kids, from a movie called Cool Runnings. He plays Sanka. Sanka, a go-kart driver, and becomes part of the first Jamaican bobsled team based on a true story. The Jamaican bobsled team entering in the 1988 Olympics and some of the challenges that they faced. Did a little bit of digging about the Jamaican bobsled team, appearing in 1992, 94, 98, 2002, 2014, 2018, they did not qualify, the men's team, but the women's team did, and again in 2022. And I was thinking, okay, we have the summer games and the winter games, and it's 2024, so we know we have summer Olympics that are coming this year, but they were severed after the 1992 games. So every 2 years we get a round of Olympics. So we'll have winter, 2 years later we have summer, and back and forth and back and forth. So I was like, okay, where is there has to be something. There has to be something with the things I've talked about today that can give us this, because I can't have a mug. I can't have an episode of The Mug anymore without our daily dose of Hanks. So I thought a little bit more about the film Cool Runnings. It is on Disney Plus. It is a childhood favorite of mine. Thinking about some of the other actors in there, one of which John Candy, comedic great John Candy, who is no longer with us. Our daily dose of Hanks is twofold. He starred with Tom Hanks in Splash. He also starred in the film Volunteers with Tom. But also a documentary either in the works or I haven't been able to find it yet. A documentary about John Candy's life, put together by Ryan Reynolds, awesome comedic actor, and Colin Hanks, son of Tom Hanks. And the reason the hood fits is there's several lines from the film that Sanka's character, played by Dougie Doug, again, happy birthday to him. He's, just talking about, they're from Jamaica and then they're going to Canada for the Olympics, and he's like, freezing. They're standing outside, waiting for their shuttle. And the one guy says to him, Derek says to him, "Hey, Sanka, why are you smoking?" He's like, "I'm not smoking, I'm freezing," because he can see his breath and they've never had that before. Trying to talk him into doing this sport. He's just like, ice, ice, ice. Like Eskimos and penguins and igloos and ice. So, and from that movie, I didn't realize the effect it had on me. They're comparing themselves, the Jamaican bobsled team, to others, including the Swiss. And every time Sanka says Swiss, he goes, "Swiss. We don't want to be like the Swiss." And I realized I say that sometimes. Swiss cheese. I don't say Swiss cheese. Swiss. Can't tell you how many times I watched that movie. So, on days like today, when we're recovering in Central PA from the snow and the cold, and trying to get geared up for this week, a bunch of my close friends are getting ready for, or are already at, the Pennsylvania Farm Show. It's the end of our semester. We have so much going. So when you're really stressed, rise above it. Rise above it. Take one little step, get something done. Stay bundled up because of the snow and ice. If you need to, learn to play Gibson Flying V. Look at old rocks. Make soup. There it is. All right, until tomorrow, everybody, behave, be good, be kind. Continue to recycle when appropriate. Wash those hands. Rise above it. Rise above it. Boy.